All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining us today. We are here today for our Women in Business Insta Speaker spinoff for more fun and more profit, hosted by the fabulous Caterina Rando, business mentor for women and podcast host of Expand Your Fempire. I just want to say thank you guys so much for joining us today for this very highly interactive session. We will be spinning the wheel and picking some Insta speakers to share for 3 minutes. Share whatever you want to share, right? Your passion, your voice, your message. You can tell a story, talk about your business, or whatever you'd like to talk about. Our host, Caterina Rando, she is a sought after speaker and women's business mentor extraordinaire. She will sprinkle in some speaking super tips throughout our entire time together. So you will leave more uplifted and empowered to be a more confident, compelling speaker every time.
Yay!
Yay, Caterina Rando, take it away.
Okay, great. Hi, everybody. Blessing to be with you. Let's take a deep breath. First thing I want to share with you is that whenever you're speaking, and all speaking is public speaking, even when you're talking to yourself. Why? Because you're listening. Whenever you're speaking, you want to wear your cape. And CAPE stands for certainty, authenticity, positivity, and enthusiasm. Certainty that you have massive value to bring, that you know your stuff. Authenticity, be yourself. Don't try to be like anybody else. And I'm going to say something else about authenticity. Because we are now living the Zoom lifestyle, a lot of gals are reading their speeches. They're reading their introductions. This is so schlumpadinka, my friends. This is not the way strong and powerful women operate. And don't think that everybody doesn't know that you're reading it. It sounds terrible. Authenticity means that you can talk about your business, you can talk about your clients, the great results you get. You can have notes and you can have your must-make points, but reading verbatim is when people are going to tune out. Okay, my friends, let's know that. So we don't want people to tune out. And the truth is, we do have to compete with the other 20 browsers that they have at their fingertips. We do have to compete with the dog and the kids and the notifications they get on their phone. So it's very important that you are speaking with enthusiasm, that you are communicating with confidence, and also that you're projecting your voice. So right now I'm projecting my voice. Now, I could talk like this and you could still hear me, but it's not as energizing. And it's really important for you to be sending your voice out, filling the whole room that you're in with your voice and your energy so that people are compelled to listen. When you're speaking, you have 3 tools: your voice, your body, and your energy. And you want to use all 3 of them. Okay, I'm going to leave it there and we're going to pick our first speaker, and then I am going to give a little feedback, opportunities for upgrade. And I'm communicating with love, and we will spin the wheel and we will see what happens. And I think if we do 3 minutes, we're going to have time for everybody, Carol, which is very exciting. Okay, but I just want to make sure we don't have any extra names on here. So I've got Trina, I've got Jasna, I've got Becky, I've got Carol. Carol, you're going to play too, and Amy. Okay, Nicole is on here twice and she's not with us. Okay, great. Now, I'm hoping, Trina, you're going to be ready, because right now I'm going to spin the wheel of excitement. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen. Share screen. And now I'm going to spin the wheel of excitement. Here's the wheel of excitement on my very full desktop. Okay, click to spin. Bing, bing, bing. Dun, dun, dun. Trina, are you available? You're the winner, my friend. Okay. Yay. All right. So now what's going to happen is Trina, you're going to get 3 minutes to talk and we're going to listen. And when I go like this, that means you have 20 seconds left. Okay. But we have to be able to see your beautiful face. All right. There we go. Now, everybody, Trina, you clear on what's happening? And you have to unmute. And let's give a nice big hand to our friend Trina. Bing, bing, bing. Yay. Trina, 3 minutes. Your time starts now.
Hello, ladies. My name is Trina Wilson. I am the CEO and founder of Trina the Style Consultant. I have been in the beauty and retail industry for over 3 decades. Started out as a manicurist and an esthetician, stepped into permanent makeup, which I absolutely love. Waking up gorgeous no matter what. And I also had a boutique specializing in curvy women, size 16 and up. Loving on the woman that the world typically overlooks. That is my passion. Today, more than ever, as you said, we are so used to a visual script, a online Zoom script. We've kind of lost what it takes to show up amazing in person. We kind of half do it. We make sure that the top part is appropriate, somewhat presentable, not amazing, and it's not good enough. So it is my heart's passion and desire to make sure that we show up amazing no matter where we go, what we're doing, whether we're at the gas station, the laundromat, the grocery store, or at home alone. We need to be amazing, if for nobody else but for ourselves. When we look good, we feel good, and it's an undeniable glow, vibration that the world does recognize. That's who I am. I'm not sure where I am with my time, but that's me.
Great. Thank you, Trina. Everybody give a nice big hand for Trina. Yay. Okay. Trina, you have a lot of positive energy that came through. You have great projection, and I'm going to give you a couple areas for upgrade. Okay. And this is for everybody. All right. Now, the first thing is, if you have 3 minutes, it's good to talk a little bit about why you do what you do. Okay. Like Trina, you said, I'm this, I'm this, I'm this. I'm very excited. You have a boutique, women over size 16, bing, bing, bing. You've got my interest. And I would love to hear, I want every woman to look her best every day. Or what's the results that you get for your clients? Okay. And also, if you could share this for everybody, 2 or 3 vignettes, meaning a little client example. I worked with Sheila last week. She was always having difficulty getting dressed. I gave her some ideas and I told her this, this, and this. And now she's looking and feeling great every day. I love what you said, Trina, about permanent makeup and looking great when you wake up in the morning. And maybe something about a client that had permanent makeup also. Okay, here's another thing, my friends, super tips. Trina, I know you got a lifetime supply of super tips, and everybody have 1 or 2 or 3 super tips that you can quickly share about your area of expertise. Like when I said to you earlier about cape, okay, that's a super tip right there. Wear your cape, certainty, authenticity, positivity, enthusiasm. There's a quick super tip for you, okay? So maybe something, Trina, hey, my friends, it's a summer. Are you ready for summer? Here's a summer style tip or something like that. Everybody with me? Okay. Trina, you get the gold star for going first. Okay. Bing, bing. And you have good voice. You have good energy. And we want to look at always use your time. And why do we want to always use our time? Because the more time we spend with people, the more influence we build. Did everybody hear that? Okay. All right, great. Another big hand for Trina. Bing, bing, bing. Yay, Trina. Okay. So now I'm going to go to the wheel of excitement. And now I am going to spin it again. This is fun because I think we're going to have time for everybody. Bing, bing, bing. Okay, share the screen. Go to the wheel of excitement. Share the thing. Spin the wheel. Okay. Oh, Carol, I didn't put you on there. I'll put you back on there. I mean, I must have deleted you by accident, but we'll put you back on there. Okay, it's going to be right on Amy. Bing, bing, bing. Okay. All right, awesome. It's Amy, and let's stop with the screen share. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, Amy, let's do my timer. Okay, nice big hand for Amy. Yay!
Good morning, ladies. My name is Amy Elberfeld, and I'm an independent stylist with Storyline Collection, and I want to talk to you about foundation. All of our places that we live are built on a great foundation. A great foundation also applies to your wardrobe. You want to start with a great foundation, and with that great foundation of clothing, you can build multiple outfits to take you anywhere your life story may take you. That's what Storyline Collection is all about. We have great foundation basic pieces. Those types of pieces are also very sustainable because they're going to be pieces that you're going to keep in your closet for a long time. They're not going to be disposable fashions. They're not going to add to the unbelievable amount of fashions that are going into our landfills. So the other thing is that looking for those foundation pieces, those great basic articles of clothing, can bring about many emotions. It can bring about frustration. It can bring about decision fatigue. It can also bring joy and fun, which is what I love about fashion. A lot of us are shopping like this on our phones, alone, in the dark, on our computers, on our phones. So if you live in the area, I would love to get a group of women together. Do you remember back in the day when you used to go to the mall and you went with your girlfriends and you made a day of it and you shared a dressing room and you got lunch and that doesn't look good on you. That looks great on you. Somebody went to get you a different size. That is a sense of community that we need to bring back to fashion and to shopping. You can also do that virtually with me or even virtually with girlfriends. And again, bring that fun back into shopping again. How did I start this journey? Actually, I've worn many career hats. I started out as a home ec teacher. I then switched and became a dental hygienist for 20 years in the same dental office. I left that position a little bit earlier than I had expected due to a new boss. And I thought, what am I going to do now? I have always loved fashion. I've always loved shopping. I didn't quite understand people who didn't take a great deal of joy out of shopping and putting outfits together. But I know now that that is not the same experience for everyone. So I always wanted to work in a boutique, didn't want to work retail hours. And so I decided to take a reset and offer fashions. So I love my current company, Storyline Collection. I've been with several different companies, and I would love to share that opportunity with you.
Bing, bing, bing. Yay. Amy, great energy, great projection. Okay, I just heard a couple of these. This is for everybody. We all, and you had almost no speech fillers. You do have a signature speech filler, which we heard a couple of times, but that's okay because every now and then is okay. I do want everybody to have attention on your signature speech filler. Okay, it might be okay, it might be and, it might be it might be so. All of these are things to look at and pay attention to your speaking. Again, Amy, heard almost none of them, but I wanted to just point it out. for you and for everybody. Okay. So great energy. I do want to mention a couple things. You, you're the fashion lady and the style lady. So because of that, I'm going to say, I want to make sure that you have light in front of you, and because you have a lot of light behind you.
Yes, I know. And normally I'm more aware of that.
Okay. Okay. And that's great. And then you may want to elevate your screen a little bit. So you're more like this, and you want to kind of have it, the camera light above you. Okay. So right now my eyes are right here, but my camera is all the way up here. And so that gives us a little bit more, the positioning is better for our beautiful faces. Okay, great. Now, the other thing, Amy, is again, how about a super tip? Or how about some client examples?
Mhm.
And I love that you said you love fashion. My friends, people want to get that you love what you do, that you're passionate about what you do, and you want to communicate that. Okay. And what are the results you want for your clients? I love what you said about bringing back community. I want you to look and feel your best every day. I want you to feel confident every time you get dressed. I want a storyline to support you, to make your dreams come true, whatever it is. Okay. Let's hear what results we want for our clients. Beautiful. Beautiful. Another big hand for Amy. Bing, bing, bing. Yay. Okay. You guys are so fabulous. All right. So let's see. Now we're going to spin the wheel of excitement again. Bum, bum, bum. Wheel of excitement. Spin the wheel and spin the wheel. Carol, bing, bing, bing. It's your turn. All right. Yay.
Awesome.
Stop share. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So 1 second, starting my go. Okay. Nice big hand,
Okay.
Carol.
Hello, hello. I'm so excited. Yeah, you know what? I just want to share my 5 C's to networking success. And that is connect, collaborate, cultivate conversations consistently. I think there's kind of a networking myth that you just show up networking, you show up at a networking event and you introduce yourself, you nail your 60-second commercial, and you expect a sale after a networking event. And you get disappointed. How many of you have been disappointed after 1 or 2 networking events and it did not lead to a sale or a new connection? Or yeah, at the end of the day, it's all about networking that will drive leads, that will drive sales or referrals or opportunities. So my message today is to ditch the pitch and don't show up expecting a sale. The entire networking process takes time. It takes energy, time, and I always say just get up, dress up, show up, and never give up. And it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. It takes time to build those relationships, to build that know, like, and trust factor. The main purpose of networking is visibility, so that people are aware of who you are, what you do, your passion, why you love what you do, so that when the opportunity arises and they need what you have to offer, you are first to mind. You're the first one they think of. You're the first one that they pick up the phone and call or send a message, or you're the first one that they refer. So all of this takes time, and it's called really brand awareness, right? And I always love to say that you are your brand wherever you go. So it doesn't matter if you're, as Trina mentioned, if you're out shopping or you're running your errands at the post office, wherever you go, you are your brand. So be cognizant on how you show up in the world and also how you treat people, right? And I think I'd love to share my super tip is how to be the most interesting person in the room is to be genuinely interested in others. People don't care how much you know, they care about how much you care. Carol Dockum, CEO and founder of Beautiful Faces Going Places Women's Success Network.
Yay, bing, bing, bing. Awesome. Okay, good. Did her passion come through? Yes. Okay, good. Did her enthusiasm come through? Did she bring some value? Yes, great. Okay, my friend, great, great, great. A lot of great enthusiasm and projection and energy. And now we're always upgrading, right? Everybody, we're always upgrading, okay? My friend, there was a lot of speech fillers, okay? So we're gonna really, and one of the things I wanna say is that pace matters, and and I know you've only got 3 minutes, but my friends, it's not about squeezing in all the content. You're going very fast. And I didn't catch any of I heard them, but we need time for the information to land. Is everybody following me on that? We need time for the information to land, okay? Now, my friend, I'm also going to say for you, again, you want to look up to the audience where the camera is. You're looking down to the audience. And it's just like in life, we don't want people looking down on us. We want them like looking up is better, okay? So I'm going to suggest that you raise your screen a little bit also. And I know this is our 3-minute thing. I know we're all seated. I do want to point out, my friends, when you give a speech, I do encourage you to stand. And part of that, Carol, is because you were going a little bit like leaning in, okay? And so if you're standing, we're going to see more of your body and you're going to have access to more of your body. So here's what I want to encourage you to do. Slow down. I want to encourage you to watch the speech fillers and give the information time to land, okay? Beautiful. Now, the other thing that Carol demonstrated so well is positivity. She's smiling the whole time. Sometimes when we're giving a talk, we get very serious and we stop smiling. A smile looks good on you. It looks good on your business. It looks good on your speaking. Great. Okay, bing, bing. Thank you, Carol. Everybody, nice big hand for Carol. Yay. Okay, let's pause here for any questions, any comments, any revelations before we continue. Dun, 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 dun. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, is this helpful to everyone, what we're doing? All right, good. Let's go to the wheel again. We're going to spin the wheel. Additionally, bum, 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 and spino, spino, spino. Becky, bing, 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 bing. Yay. Okay, we're gonna remove Becky. We're gonna stop the share. Back to Becky, give me 1 second for oh, I got one more super tip that I wanted to say. Okay. Carol, this is for everybody. You started with, I just want to tell you my 5 networking. We want to eliminate the word just from our speaking. I want to tell you my 5 blah, blah, blah for networking. Is everybody with me? Don't start with just want to say this. No, I want to say this. That's certainty. You could also start simply by saying, without the I want to tell you, start with, there are 5 networking things I want you to remember. All right, everyone? Pay attention to that. Pay attention to how you start. I just last week was at my center in San Francisco, leading my speaker mastermind retreat. Becky's been to that. When the women start, sometimes they start with so. They start with pay attention and take a deep breath and start strong. All right, Becky, another big hand for Becky. Bing, bing, bing. Okay, my friend, begin.
I want to talk about women's empowerment, and the way that I talk about this is a really simple acronym of fear is more than a fad. So FAD. So we talk about fun because fear can be fun when we think about a roller coaster or stepping outside of our comfort zone in any certain way. There is a fun factor that happens because chemically, inside of us, what happens is the same thing as anxiety and fear, is same as excitement. So when we are telling ourselves, this is going to be fun, this is exciting, we can look for fear in a fun way. So that's the first part, F. The A is accountable. My fear is accountable to me with my dreams, right? Think about, when was the last time you told someone you wanted to do something and they followed through whenever you said you were going to do it and it didn't happen? Those friends are helping you stay accountable to the things that you say that are important to you. And my friends, AKA my fear, tells me that I need to keep going. I need to push up against that edge of the accountability to be accountable for the things that I'm saying I want. And my fear is there to just chat me on the shoulder and say, are you sure? Is that really what you're looking to do? Is that going to support you? And so that's the A. That is being accountable. And then the D is direct. Now, this one can be challenging for people. I've always been very bold, very confident, and I've learned to look at that, what other people might think is a weakness, as my strength, really looking for friendship, community that can be direct, like we're getting right now. This feedback is such a gift to be able to look at the direct accountability to say, like, I'm here to be a better speaker. So where in your life are you making fear a frenemy? And where can you make it your friend? So it can be fun. It can bring more accountability to your life, and that it can have that direct support and encouragement in your life to keep growing. And I've been an entrepreneur for 13 years. I'm a photographer. I am a speaker, podcaster, and I talk all around empowering women to be connected to being seen, heard, and really known for the impact that they make. So make fear your friend. I'm Becky Boats. You're muted, Caterina.
Sorry. Thank you, Becky. Yay. Bing, bing, bing. Okay. My friend, great. And I'm going to give you a few upgrades. First, I want to ask everyone, did you feel that she was having fun? Yes, we want to communicate through our speaking, our joy, our bliss, our fun, not only with our topic, but with whatever our focus is for our business, that our bliss in our business is coming through. Becky did a great example of that. Becky, the biggest thing I want you to work on, by the way, your pace was good. Your pace was very good. And I could stay with the language that you were using and I could get it in my head. Beautiful. I want to put attention on your speech fillers. Too many. Now, why do we not want speech fillers? Because they detract from the power of our message. Okay. And one of the things you can do, because this is being recorded, everybody, is you can go back and listen to your talk. Because often we're not aware that we're using the fillers. And the more we can become aware of it, the more we can get rid of it. How do you get rid of it? You start to become more aware of them. And then when you hear it's about to come out, you pause and let it go by and continue. Now, Becky, you did one thing at the end that I want to bring everyone's attention to, because I have heard this a lot and I heard it last week when I was leading my speaker retreat. At the very, very end, you said, I'm Becky Plouts, but you got quiet at the end. Instead of saying, I'm Becky Plouts, and then I would like to hear you say, and I'm here to support you to create your purpose or get rid of your fears or whatever it is. Some, not necessarily a call to action, but a clear message as to how you can serve everyone after they've just heard your amazing talk, okay? It is not uncommon at the end of our talk for women to start to think, okay, I'm almost done. And then they kind of get very quiet with the last few words. And we want to push those out. Great. Bing, bing, Becky, yay, bing, bing, bing. Fabulous. Keep doing what you're doing. Oh, by the way, Becky's a graduate of my speaker mastermind program. Bing, bing, bing. Yay. Thank you. Okay. Let's spin the wheel again. Ba, ba, ba. Becky's been a phenomenal speaker for quite a while. Okay, let me get to this, share the screen. Okay, share the screen, share, spin, dun, dun, dun. Okay, who's it gonna be? Jasna or Jules? Who's it gonna be? It's gonna be Jules. And then we'll go to Jasna. Okay, yay. Okay, and stop share. All right, bing, bing. All right, but Jules, give me un momento for doing this. Okay, let's have a nice big hand for Jules. Bing, bing, bing. Ba. Bien.
Your task is not to seek for love, but merely to seek and find all the barriers within yourself that you're built against love. So why are we talking about love? Who has barriers to love? And why is it so important to remove the barriers to love, or maybe loving yourself, so that you create successful business and thriving lifestyle? And this is why it's important, because on our journey of creating success, we of course encounter obstacles, and they make us feel contracted in our body. And if the only tools that we are using, the opposite to love, which would be self-judgment, self-criticism, and then creating the barriers and walls that we call, I'm a perfectionist, I am in control, I'm a strong and independent woman, it's just not going to feel good on the path to your success. And all that self-judgment and self-criticism, a lot of times, keep us in the loop. We keep feeling stuck. And that's the clients that I work with. They feel stuck in that loop of self-criticism and self-judgment. But when we remove the barriers to love, love is compassionate, love is forgiving, love is accepting, love is what helps you stay in the game and also dedicated to your dreams and the life that you are creating. So that's why when you feel contracted in your body and you start noticing your language is going to reflect your relationship to love and loving yourself. So know that there is a way to shift to that expanded place where you still feel abundant and feel loving. So you continue taking the next step and the next step, creating your flow from contracting to expanding. Just like your breath. When we breathe, we contract and we expand. And the flow is yours. And that point in the center is your relationship to love. And I'm Coach Jules.
Thank you, Jules. Everybody, nice big hand for Jules. Yay. Okay, Jules, you know your stuff. You did a good job of communicating. Your voice is great. I love that you're showing more of your body so that everyone can get more engaged with you. And let me give you a couple of upgrades. Okay, first thing is there was also a lot of speech fillers, and we want to put our attention on that. I want to feel your joy around love. I want to feel your love. I want to feel that you're having more fun when you're talking about all this. Because sometimes, remember we said earlier, sometimes when we speak, we get very serious. And I felt that you were very serious with this. So the more you do it though, like at the end, you got very light and fun, and I saw your beautiful smile. I want to see that more during all of this. Also, give me a Mary Jane and Sheila client example when you talk about these different things. When you said the perfectionist, my client Sheila, she didn't even realize that she was looking for, she felt like she had to be perfect, her partner had to be perfect, and we did this, this, and this, and now she's enjoying a loving relationship. Okay, so Pepper, everybody, very important. When we pepper client examples, even just a little quick vignette like I modeled, the audience understands how we work with our clients. And that's what we want. And then they say, oh, maybe that's good for me. And then that has them lean in and pay more attention. Okay. My friend, sidebar, close the door behind you. It's again, so when we're speaking, we want to eliminate distractions. Distractions. If I'm wearing a necklace and it's going like this, that's a distraction. My dangly earrings, that's a distraction. Okay. Usually I gave a speech yesterday. I wore earrings that they're flat. Why? Because that's not distracting. I did a workshop for an hour. Can you imagine, watching my earrings dangle for an hour? Okay, that's distracting. That's why we pull our hair back, because then we're not touching it. That's distracting. If we have too much in the background, that's distracting. If our dress is pulling, that's distracting. So we want to eliminate distractions and pay attention to that, not just on yourself, but in your surroundings when you're getting ready to present. Okay, great. Jules, have more fun and let your bliss come out more, the beautiful smile, because our smile does attract the audience, everyone. Keep that in mind. Okay, good. Thank you, Jules. Another big hand for Jules. Yay. All right, Jasna, we won't bother to spin the wheel. We will go directly to you. Let me start my recordo. I mean, not my recordo, my timer. Nice big hand for Jasna. Everybody, begin. Oh, you're muted, gorgeous.
All right. You all have heard that saying, you never get a second chance to make a good first impression. And that goes for your social media as well. And that's what I'm here for. I make sure that your social media makes a good first impression. My goal is to help transform personal brands. And my goal is to inspire them so that they can innovate and impact the world. One of the examples that I would use my clients, Deborah Englert, for instance, she's also my mother-in-law. Since working with her actively, we have doubled her income, and she has a 6 to 8 week waiting list and a full book of clientele. Now we're launching her book, and actually we just launched her book, and we're launching her online course next. So also another client that I have is Carol Dockum, working with her, helping her with visibility. We are now doing retreats and workshops and so many more other things to come. So I always say that in a world where you can be anything, be you. Be authentically you and be yourself. One of the most important tips is visibility. So visibility is your number one asset. Visibility will also help you attract opportunities. It will help build credibility and trust. And it will also bring brand awareness and help expand your business. So that is who I am. I'm Jasna Dow, and I help transform brands.
Thank you, Jasna. Yay. Thank you. Okay, I love what she said at the end. I help transform brands. Now, Jasna, what I'm going to suggest is that you switch it to, I help transform brands. I'd like to help transform your brand. Always speak directly to the audience. Everybody, always speak directly to the audience. I also love that you started strong with a good saying that we could all resonate with about first impression. Wonderful. I love that you shared about clients. Here's what was missing with that. You shared the results. Hey, I'm working with Carol. We're now doing retreats. We're doing workshops. What I want to hear though, okay, let me say a little bit more. When you talk about your clients, you want to say, my client Sheila, she came to me and she was looking for more exposure, or she came to me and she had been doing a lot of social media, but it wasn't getting her any results. Okay. We did XYZ And now she's doubled her revenue. We're launching her book. And we're getting ready to launch her course. Okay. So don't just give me the great results. Tell me even a quick mention of what you did for her, because I got to hear what you did for her so I could say, oh, maybe Yasna could help me with that same thing. Following me, everybody? Okay.
Yes.
Very, very important. So I love that you talked about the results, but help me get there so that I understand how you work with your clients. Okay. Everybody vibing? Very important. Now, some phrase like Yasna had at the end, I do this, I can help you with this, reach out to me for this, that you're using time and time again will really give you an anchor and something for people to remember because it's at the end. Your pacing was very good, Yasna. I could stay with all of the content. My friends, when we have a short amount of time, like 3 minutes, we think, okay, got to get a lot in, and we talk too fast. Really good to make sure that you're pacing because we want everyone to stay with us the whole time. Beautiful. Thank you, Yasna. Now, also your joy was coming through, and that's what we want. Bing, bing, bing. Wonderful. Thank you. Okay, my friends, let's take a deep breath. Ah. Let me hear from everybody. What's something you're taking away from our time together? And this is also, if you have any questions or anything you'd like to talk about, this is a great time to do it. And let's go to Becky and Carol and then Jules. Becky.
My takeaway for this session is to continue to smile and, the pacing. The pacing is always something that I'm working on. So I'm going to
Awesome.
replay and pay attention to how
Awesome.
my pacing was and look at that.
Great. And my friend, get rid of speech fillers because you are such a strong speaker. Let's get rid of those. Okay, that's for everybody. We want to get, again, it's a distraction. We want to eliminate distractions. Beautiful. Thank you, Becky. Bing, bing, bing. Always blessing to be with you. Carol.
Yes, my biggest takeaway really was my speech fillers. My speech fillers. I do have a tendency to use many of them, and also I have a tendency to speak fast. So slow down my pace and just have fun, be genuine, authentic, and just have fun with my message, right?
And thank you, Carol. And the thing to recognize, everyone, is the more you're joyful and your passion and your enthusiasm, it doesn't matter if you have speech fillers, if you're filling the audience with your love, your joy, your bliss. I mean, yes, we want to get rid of them, but perfection is not required. Okay, it's not required, it's not encouraged. We simply want to always be upgrading. Beautiful. Thank you, Carol. Thank you so much. Jules, let's go to you, and then Jasna, and then Amy. Jules. Oh, you're muted, my friend.
Yeah, my takeaway is not to be serious. Yeah. And the other takeaway, yes, which that will be wonderful when I get there. It's bringing the client story and talking about the client, but quickly from to and what the result is. So that's the growth zone for me.
Wonderful. Thank you, Jules. Thank you so much. Okay, let's go to Jasna and then Amy. And I'm not sure if Trina's available. We'll go to Jasna first. Jasna.
So my takeaway was schlumpedinka. Just kidding. I love that word. We were all laughing. I don't know what it means, but it's cute.
It means it's an Oprah word. It means that she's frumpy. She's not having attention on being awesome, like that.
Schlumpy. Okay, it is like a German word, actually. I think that makes sense. Okay, that's funny. So, but really my takeaway is to really describe my clients a little bit more in the front, like you mentioned, and continue to be more authentic, to continue that smile, because I do agree, like keeping that my eyes smiling, to come that across on camera and
Right.
showing that you have fun. I think when someone is having fun, it really doesn't even matter what you're saying,
Right.
because people can feel your joy and it uplifts everybody.
Yes. Yes, thank you, Desna. And I will say, I have a goal that every time I'm doing a talk or I'm having a meeting, I want to leave the audience more uplifted than when they showed up.
Yes.
And that is an intention I encourage you to embrace. Thank you. It's Yasna, right? Yasna? Yasna. Thank you, Yasna. Thank you. Amy, let's go to you.
Fine examples.
Great.
Take away.
Yeah, you got a lifetime supply, my friend.
I know. Can I ask one quick question?
Anything.
So should we introduce ourselves at the beginning, the end, or both?
Definitely at the end.
Okay.
If you've just been introduced by someone else, then you don't have to introduce yourself again. If you haven't been introduced, then please introduce yourself. That's the guideline.
Okay.
Everybody with me on this? Definitely at the end. I'm Amy Elberfeld, if I said it right. I'm Amy Elberfeld. I'm here to support you to look and feel your best with Storyline Collection. I look forward to connecting. Something like that.
Okay. Thank you.
Great. Beautiful. Thank you, Amy. Trina, are you with us or are you not available? I know you put, I have a student at this moment. Okay, everybody, let's take a deep breath. I want you to remember the CAPE. Certainty, authenticity, positivity, and enthusiasm. I also want you to take every opportunity to speak. Speak, speak, and speak some more. If speaking is not part of your strategy to grow your business, I want to encourage you to embrace it now. Because often women say to me, Caterina, I'll get to that. I'm working on this, and then I'll do this, and then I'll get to speaking. The challenge with that is that the goal with speaking is not simply to speak. The goal is to get masterful at speaking. And how do we get masterful? Doing it over and over and over. Also, speaking will get you clients. When you're communicating your joy, when they're seeing your massive value, I want to encourage you to set goals for speaking and use your client base to ask them, what groups do you go to? What conferences do you go to? Also, my favorite thing, I'm doing one day after tomorrow, is what I call the intimate intro. This is when one of your clients hosts you and they invite their friends and other colleagues they think would be interested in what you have to say. And you do a private Zoom workshop, or you could also do it in someone's living room for the people that have been invited by your client. When you have clients that they rave about you, let's have them rave about you in front of people that they have hand selected to meet you. And then you can choose to give them a commission or give them a gift or something, because we want them to do it every so often. And I will tell you, this is an extremely effective strategy to get in front of new people, have an opportunity to speak, and get new clients. The other thing, which Becky knows we've talked about a lot, is every month you want to host your own Zoom workshop. And here's what I want you to know. It's not about being an amazing speaker, although the more you do it, the better you'll get. It's about always having something to invite people to, where you can share your massive value. Sometimes people will have to come back time after time after time before they become clients. Not everybody becomes an Insta client. Some people come back. I did a workshop yesterday. There were women there that have been to 2 or 3 workshops, and I'm talking to one of them later today. I'm sure she's going to become a client because now she's been around enough that she's ready. Consider this. If you're not doing this rinse and repeat amazing strategy, my friends, run, don't walk to embrace this every month. If you would like me to send you the link to my workshop I did yesterday on using speaking and workshops to gain Insta clients, put in the chat and I will gladly send you a link to that. Let's go ahead, everybody. I didn't put my links in. I should have done that already. Let me do that. If you'd like to reach out to me, I'd love to talk with you more about your speaking. I do have another workshop coming up very soon, which is more on, let's see, achieving sales bliss. So that's a different topic than what we're talking about today, but I'm happy to send you that workshop that I did yesterday. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, Carol, turning it back over to you.
Oh my goodness, Caterina, thank you so much for this fabulous event today. It was all totally designed for women in business, Insta-Speakers spinoff for more fun and more profit. I know I have so many different takeaways, and Caterina, I love all the work that you do, empowering women to step into their voice, their message, their power, right? For instant attracting your right ideal clients, right? So I absolutely love what you do. And I want to thank you so much for sharing your gifts with us. And we are looking forward to your next speaker spinoff series and or upcoming workshops, retreats, and all the goodness that you offer to help mentor and empower women entrepreneurs. Thank you so much, Caterina, today. This was so empowerful. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Make sure you share the chat. I just put my second workshop in, which I made a mistake with the first one. I look forward to getting to know you all better and hanging out with you more in beautiful faces going places. Thanks,
you.
everybody. Thanks so much.